Welcome, everybody, back to another Indiana watch party tonight. We're going to hang out while we play our in-state rivals, Purdue. I've tried to remove everything from my area here that I might throw this evening because I'm a little on edge tonight, you guys. This is going to be one of those games that I really feel we need to win. I really feel like we need to win. And we haven't beat Purdue in 9 attempts. The last time we beat Purdue, Yogi Ferrell was still the point guard at IU, and I don't think we've ever quite found the replacement for Mr. Ferrell. So with all that being said, what do we got to look forward to tonight? Well, there's a two-headed monster underneath for Purdue that's a little different than our two-headed monster. It starts out with 7'4" Zach Edey, who is absolutely like putting a Coke machine on the block. He's that big. He's that broad. If he gets the ball that far down low, you might as well call it done. I don't know how you're going to – I think you're going to have to defend him over the top, make them throw over, and then hope that your help side can steal the pass. I think you deny him the ball on the block. What do you all think about that first and foremost? And then Travion Williams is a different type of good under there. Travion Williams is a lot like Race Thompson with a little bit better shot. And that is another absolute nightmare to defend. So there you go. There's the under the basket two-headed monster. And then you go out, look at what they got on the outside. And there's a lot of role players in there, but Jaden Ivey's an absolute stud. I've been watching him a lot lately, and I really feel like Jaden Ivey is a lot like John Morant. That's the best person that I can compare him to because of his length, athleticism, the softness and finesse to his game. You know, who are we going to use to defend him today? I kind of feel like it should be Xavier Johnson maybe. I really don't know how they're going to go about that and defend him. So we've got lots of little tidbits in here. And then you got role players for Purdue after that. You got Sasha Stevanovic, who can shoot. You have the Thompson guard who's streaky that can shoot. Hey, you know what? Wait until you see Alex. Wait until you see Jaden Ivey tonight. You're going to think the same thing. Smooth, long, and lanky. Just absolutely awesome. You know, really quick, let's see who I have seen. I know there was a lot of chat going by here tonight. In the house tonight, Tim from Alley Cat, Mr. Nathan Perez. Hey, buddy, what's up, my friend? Changed your picture now that football season is over for you? Right on, brother. Hey, our good friend, Indiana Creek Walker, very solid with the basketball knowledge in here as well. Our friend Matt Emily, another solid basketball guy that's in here hanging out. And then Alex switched over one of her. She's got an it's in the blood thing so that she doesn't have to worry about people not knowing who she is. And then our buddy King Pookie Alvarez, our Chicago Bulls and Chicago Bears commentator. And then, yeah, dude, Race Thompson reminds me of a potential Blake Griffin. They're very similar. I think Travion Williams is right there with that analogy as well. And let's see. And Creek Walker says we're shutting Jaden Ivey down tonight. That's the matchup, I think. I think if we can – I think our bigs are athletic enough to handle the two from Purdue because they don't play them guys at the same time. Look at Michael Durr is going to have a big role tonight because of his size. I feel like he's going to get 12, 15 minutes out there. I think they're going to stick him out there and let him defend on Edey. Geronimo, yes, that's a great spot. I think Geronimo needs more minutes too, my friend. So that's another point of it. Really fast, you guys. If you like these backgrounds for the green screen, the man that created them is in the chat, and that is Mr. Ian right there from Relics and Stack Stones. He does a lot of work for us. Phenomenal guy. If you need some graphics or you need something done, hit him up. You can find him on Instagram, and you can find him on YouTube. He does great work and has very affordable prices. What a fantastic fella. Sam is in the house. Ready for another game, Sam? Fired up. Got to get this thing on the road, though, today. Really, I'm a nervous wreck, you guys. I really feel like we're going to have to shoot the ball well today, and our defense really needs to step up, and we need to control that glass. I think this is going to be a knockdown, drag-out fight. Stats aren't really going to mean a whole lot. Might be like the Iowa-Rutgers game last night. If you saw that ended up 48-46. That was just a defensive juggernaut match. So I really want that type of game. Hopefully we're going to roll in here soon. We're just leaving Providence now. 7:01. Yeah, dude, you're right. They absolutely mean nothing. The only stat I'm worried about is the stats about the turnovers, because turnovers have been our Achilles heel this year. That Iowa game, we really matched up well. We should have won that game, honestly. I still can't get over that one. But them 23 turnovers makes it almost impossible. You know, who was it? Andy Katz was on Big Ten Tonight 2 days ago, and he was talking about Johnny Davis at Wisconsin. Johnny Davis, he was talking about the game versus Northwestern that they had just played that evening. And he was talking about player of the year moments where this guy was stepping up and having those type of games. If Trace Jackson Davis wants his name in that category, which he's more than capable of winning that award this year, tonight it's got to be about him, not only scoring points, but dishing that ball and rebounding and all the little things and just being a leader. Our rhythm on offense goes so much better when he touches the ball. When either of them touches the ball, you know, I know that Race has a few more turnovers on the block, but when those guys, when we run our offense through them instead of having Xavier Johnson try to create, we're a lot more sound. Passing needs to come. Everybody needs to step up. Sam, yes, sir. Let me get my comments cleared off here because I'm really ready to rock and roll for this. Yep, it's got to be everybody. Miller Kopp has got to either hit some threes or use the mid-range game. Parker Stewart. Do we play at Purdue this year? I do not know. Let's see. Yeah, I'm sure we do. Let's see where it would be at. It would be it's in March 5th. It's the last game of the year. Yeah, you know, I'm not scared of Stefanovic on the wing. I think he's a very streaky guy. I feel like he is, but you're right. We can't. Yeah, that's just it. Well, that's been our biggest nemesis this year is when teams score well from behind the arc, we tend to do not as well defensively. So, yeah, defending you know what? It's still all about defense. You know what? At the end of the day, you're talking Bob Knight basketball, defense, rebounding, passing the ball on offense, going through your main guys. Oh, man, this tip-off is not 7 minutes away. It's on Fox Sports 1, Sam. Alex, if you're still hanging out in here, that's going to be difficult later on. So, yeah, we're not going to keep our time frame in check tonight. So you're going to have to do the other for me tonight in this thing. So it's not going to work out at all. But that's okay. Yeah. Live ball turnovers then, Creek. I mean, we can't have live ball turnovers. If you don't, that's what leads to transition threes, steals. I know walking and stuff like that is still a turnover, but live ball turnovers really makes that the thing right there. Coach Lavin for Fox is talking about Zach Edey. Zach Edey shoots 70% from the floor. So do you guys agree that denying him the basketball is going to be the way to go? I think you deny the big guy the basketball, make him throw it over top of you, and you use help side defense to cover the backside of that. Yeah. That there you go. That's the other part. Yeah, you're still talking points in the paint, because guess what? If you what does a 3-point shot miss do? Leads to a long rebound. What's a long rebound do? If the defense gets that rebound, it gives them a chance to run out with it. So, man, it's going to you just keep telling me that we need to play good old school basketball today and take what's given, work the inside game with what we got in there, and let's keep the turnovers back and down and play defense. Yeah, Race Thompson, here's the other thing. The X factor of this game is, there you go, Sam. That's exactly what I was just getting ready to point out, is that how are the officials going to call it? I mean, is it going to be one of those games where everything's a foul? If that's the case, Parker Stewart and Xavier Johnson are going to be sitting on the bench early. And here's the other thing. Pick one guy tonight that's going to come off the bench for us that really is going to make an impact. So is it going to be Galloway would be my first selection. I think Rob Fanecia has a lot. I mean, he got the first media time for this. So Fanecia gets the, I have a chip on my shoulder. I got to play well today because he's a Lafayette kid. And the first thing they asked him in the press conference the other day, did you guys watch that? It's like, hey, Rob, what's it like when you play Purdue? And it's like, well, there's a lot of people in Lafayette that root for me. They just refuse to root for Indiana. I thought that was pretty funny, just because, that was the big deal when he came out of high school and he didn't go to Purdue. He came to IU. Hindsight, foresight, we might have been better off if he had went there in a way. What's up, Nathan? Nice to see you, my friend. We're getting ready to tip this game off in about 3 minutes. And I'm nervous. We're undefeated at home. This team brings it. Did you see them up in Illinois last week? That's a great win for this team. Going to Illinois and winning, that's a tough place to play basketball. And you know what? They've got Kofi Coburn at Illinois. They've got the right guard play. What's up, Josh? Metal Anglers in the house tonight. How you doing, my friend? Yeah, Nathan's got his kitty on there, it looks like. Nathan, do you got a spring sport? Also, if you guys hadn't noticed yet, Alex and I are trending on this channel a little bit. I've got giveaways on my other channel tonight, Sam. But if I do it today, if I do one in here today, I'll do it at halftime. Let me get that set up because I think I mentioned that the other day. Let me get that brought up. All right. There's Jake. What's up, brother? Nice to see you. Yeah, Sam, I will throw in a Amazon gift card today, since I mentioned that the other day. So everybody that is in the chat, remember, please leave a comment in the chat at some point today for us to so that I can draw a name. The only question is that if, as long as Amazon delivers to your area, we can make that work, and I can send it to you over your email. If not, we will work something else out. If it doesn't work out that I can't give you a gift card or you can't use it. But with that being said, it's game time. They're getting ready to get this thing tipped off in the next 40 seconds here at IU. A little bit fired up. We got to have, you know what? Let's talk about one more thing that we ain't mentioned yet. We need to get off to a good start. Do not dig a big hole for ourselves in this game, because Purdue is too solid of a team to try to come back from a big deficit from. And I know that it can happen, you know, and it has a tendency to happen in these games at home, but you got to get off to a good start. Shooting the basketball today, not even shooting well, it's just taking good shots. Make sure that if you're in the chat today, you leave a comment and you hang out at halftime today. Before we go to the second half, I'm going to draw a winner for an Amazon gift card tonight, just because I haven't done one during the basketball games in a hot minute, and I want people to hang out and enjoy themselves. Also, if you haven't noticed, tip-off is now, like right now, it should be 7:12, but it was supposed to be 7 o'clock, and they extended the timeout. So we're going to be really late today. So this is how that's going to work. Tip-off should be right exactly now. They're putting us off. And another thing, you guys, and I know most of you in here already are, but if you check it out and look at our subscription count, we are pushing in on 900, 896 as it stands right now. 4 more today, and that will push us over 900. We are killing it. So, you know, if you've got a second, it's absolutely free to hit the little bell. We got tons of sports commentary. We do football, basketball. We're in here for you. We got a lot of different individual video things planned for this summer. We're fired up. We were absolutely ready to do this. Keep growing this channel. So 4 away from 500 or not 900. Hit it, smash it, hit the bell, hit the like today, and let's have some fun together for a long time. We are grinding. We've put together a 90-day stretch where Alex and I have devoted ourselves to this channel. Good comment. Also, divisional round out is the picks will be out. We got a video for our divisional round picks for football tomorrow. And if you are in the challenge, it's in the blood, CBS Sportsline Pick'em, please make sure you get in there and put your picks in for this week. We only had one perfect bracket last week, so everybody's still in contention to win that. As it stands right now, these two teams rank 6th and 7th in the conference. Indiana's 4-3. Purdue is 4-2. This game is going to be really pivotal, you know, to get to that 5-win echelon, to be in the top, you know, well, you'll be tied for 6th probably right there. Yeah, Tim, it's been absolutely amazing. Everything, the more work we put in, the faster it grows, my friend, and we're stoked. Dude, oh my God, I would love to be there for this one. That would be one I would like to go to. Xavier Johnson, Parker Stewart, Miller Kopp, Race Thompson, Trace Jackson Davis in the starting lineup. Zach Edey, Mason Gillis, Sasa Stefanovic, Jaden Ivey, and Isaiah Thompson on the floor for Purdue. Let's see who they put on Ivey to start with. 66 apiece wins in this series. Can Trace jump with Ivey or with Edey? And the answer is no. Purdue controls the tip. Thompson's going to bring it across the timeline. He's going to be matched up on Xavier Johnson. They put Parker Stewart on Ivey right now to start with. Zach Edey's out from the basket. Trace has got him in defense. He gets it over to the left wing to Thompson. He gets it to Stefanovic. Kopp is on him. Stefanovic tries to dribble drive, 10 on the shot clock. Over to Thompson to the left. Resets the offense with 6 seconds. Here comes the pick. He goes around. Thompson's going to drive the lane. He shoots up the floater. No good. And there is going to be a foul called here. They haven't said it yet. They're looking at Matt Painter. Matt Painter is 15-2 for the third time in his career. It looks like it's going to be an IU foul. I didn't say who was on. They feed they feed Edie in the post. He traveled, picked up his pivot foot. Good defense by Trace Jackson Davis, and there is the first turnover of the game. Hopefully those words do not utter out of my mouth a lot today. But he's not very good on the dribble. Miller Cops came down for the double. Here comes Xavier across the timeline. Gives it to Race at the top of the key. Race hands off to Parker on the right wing. Parker over to Trace at the top of the key. Trace has got the ball. Back to Parker Stewart on the right wing. Couple picks. Parker hands off to Xavier Johnson with 13 on the shot clock. Over to Race Thompson in the corner for 3. Long rebound. Bad. Not a good shot there. He was open. Thompson brings the ball up. He slows it down. Going to try to get around. Nothing doing. There's going to be a 3. That looks like, and that's money. And that looks like that's Gillis, maybe. Good in rhythm 3. 3-0. Purdue's lead. Trace gets down across the timeline. Long 3 led to a shot like that. Race has got the ball on the block. It's going to dribble, look for the double team to come. Does come. He gets it over to Trace. Trace traveled as well. Tried to do too much tried to get around Zach Edie. Not a solid start thus far. Got to play some defense, though, here. Here comes Thompson across the timeline. Xavier Johnson in tow. Hands it off to Ivy at the top of the key. Over to Stefanovic. Back to Thompson. Here comes the pick. Ivy comes off the pick. Nothing doing there. Gets it into Edie on the block. He's right there. And there's the foul and 1. You got to just let him go at that point, Trace. There's no sense in fouling him when he's that close. They got the ball in over top of Trace was trying. There was nobody on help. And he hit him on the wrist going up for the shot. 5-0 Purdue. Here comes long on the free throw attempt. Miller Kopp controls it. Got to run a good set here and get a play in here and get something going. Over to Race at the top of the key. I'm pretty sure they're going to leave our bigs open to shoot that shot today. Xavier Johnson comes off a pick at the top of the key, drives inside. He goes over to Parker Stewart for 3. Oh, good shot by Parker. Race Thompson with the offensive board and misses the layup. Oh, my gosh. Here comes Ivy on the break. He's trying to push. Gets it all the way inside the paint. Misses the shot. Wild shot. Here comes Xavier. We got numbers at this point in time. Hands off to Kopp. Kopp shoots the floater. Kopp throws up an air ball. Pass out was nobody there. Looking really sloppy. Edie is a big boy. 7'4", nothing but muscle. Passes the ball off on the wing, goes over to the left. Ivy into the corner. They get the ball inside to Edie. The help side defense comes too late, and Edie gets a dunk. Oh, did my scoreboard not take off? Nope. 7-0. So far, we haven't had anything go our way. Xavier Johnson drives in, shoots a 15-footer, and gets blocked and fouled by Thompson. He will go to the free throw line for 2. If you're going to front Edie, you've got to have the help side there in position so that he can't go straight up. And that responsibility there would have been Xavier Johnson's. First free throw is in. We are on the scoreboard. 7-1. Sets up for the second free throw. And it is also good. 16:48, 7-2. Time to get a stop. Thompson comes up the court with the ball. Xavier Johnson playing very tight man-to-man. Not giving him any room whatsoever. We are now giving up the ball of Edie. Oh, throws it off of Miller Kopp's back with the pass and picks it back up. Could have been a turnover. Here comes Ivy trying to drive. He throws it over to the left corner. Dribbles the lane. Throws it over to Ivy for a long 3. Rims it out. Race Thompson controls, gets it out to Kopp. Kopp's got the ball dribbling up. He's going to throw it over to Xavier Johnson and come across the timeline. Xavier drives all the way in. Alley-oop to Trace and a dunk. 7-4, 16:03 to go. Xavier Johnson with the nice pass. Here comes Thompson's got that over there. He feeds it off to Gillis on the left lane. Ziti's out high with the ball. He dribbles. Stefanovic drives the lane looking for a shot. Throws it up, and Stefanovic makes a good floating jump shot in the lane. Good ball control. 9-4, 15:37 to go. Xavier Johnson comes across the timeline. There's a pick. Another pick. He's going to drive around. Looks, goes all the way to the lane. Puts up the reverse layup and good. Nobody come to help, and he took it right to the rim. 9-6 Purdue. Thompson comes across the timeline. I see two subs sitting there ready to come in for Purdue. And Thompson for three, and he rings it right up. Help defense, or nobody came around the pick to pick him up. 12-6 Purdue. They doubled us off. And then you see Travion Williams sitting there on the sideline, another monster getting ready to come in. It's a pretty good two-headed monster that they got there. Xavier drives the lane, shoots the floater. It's short, gets his own rebound, puts it in and good. Xavier Johnson with another basket. Nobody's playing defense on our guards. 12-8, 4-point lead for Purdue as we come across the timeline. Thompson's got the ball. Gets it to Edey at the free throw line. Edey's looking to pass. Gets it off to Gillis. Over to Thompson. He's going to shoot another three off the pick. Hard off the back rim. Edey controls the rebound, and then Trace Jackson Davis fouls him, and that's 2 fouls on Trace. Should be coming right out of the game right now. Big, huge mistake. Yeah, that's the thing. You got to take him. I don't know. I felt like Michael Durr should just come in and play when he's on the floor. Maybe they should go body for body on that, with Durr, and because Durr has some of the extra height just to take some of that foul pressure off of Trace, because Trace was in position for that rebound. He just went up and got it higher than him. We're going to have to see a lot of Durr today because Trace is going to have to sit a good part of this half, or he's going to have to switch out and defend somebody else. You're going to see somebody on my scoreboard. Let's fix that really quick. There we go. Yeah, they started bad. I mean, 4 points is not that much, but, the thing of it is that that's not a matchup that you want Trace to be in the middle of. You can afford to have Race go down. Yeah, they're an efficient team, dude. They're efficient, not very selfish. They're coached very much the way that I'd like to see us coached, to be honest. Yeah, you're right. You're either gonna, if he gets the ball, if you front him, you try to make him go over the top and hope for help side defense to tip it. If he gets it, you got to let him score. If he gets the entry pass inside the block, you can't stop him. So you've either got to push him out and defend him from behind, or just let it go. I mean, putting somebody like Geronimo on the help side down there to try to go up for that lob pass, I would be good with that as an option. Well, so now it's time to weather this storm in the first half, because with Trace going to the bench, now we're talking about who's going to step up and make the play. Where's the extra scoring going to come from? Xavier Johnson has played pretty efficiently so far with the basketball. Yeah, and I don't think they'll leave him on the bench that whole time. I think they'll put him back in the game and switch him off onto somebody else. Race Thompson will cover Travion Williams, I'm going to guess. And we'll see who they bring in off the bench. But, Zach Edey had a pretty good game against Kofi Coburn, and there's nobody bigger or stronger in the Big Ten maybe Hunter Dickinson. That's it as far as big guys go in this league. There you go. When we play Illinois, we better see a lot of Michael Durr. That's why you went into the transfer portal and got a guy like Durr, because to cover these 7-foot monsters. Zach Edey put up 20 in that game. But see it when they won at Illinois, Sasa Stefanovic is the one that scored a lot of the points. That's from the wing. Creek was talking about that earlier. All right, Zach Edey's going to have 2 more free throws here. Dude, he's a monster. First free throw is up, and it is no good. Michael Durr is on the floor right now. He's going to, he was talking in his last interview that he wanted more minutes on the floor. This is how you beat. Second free throw is good. And there's Travion Williams coming into the game. How in the world does Rutgers beat this Purdue team? Ron Harper Jr. They've got some weapons. I didn't see it. So Miller Kopp's got the ball out high. He feeds Parker in the corner. Nothing doing there. Parker drives the lane. Nobody there. Gets the ball back out. 10 on the shot clock. Xavier Johnson resets at the left wing. There's the pick by Durr. He goes to drive. Xavier Johnson takes it all the way to the goal and throws up a layup, but it doesn't go in. Travion Williams controls over to Stasha Stefanovic. He drives all the way down the the court. Got a new point guard playing right now. I got to get used to his name out there up high. A couple new guys for Purdue. Purdue's just brought in a whole second team here. Stefanovic off the dribble, shoots a 3, cans it. Can't let that guy get hot. Purdue's doubled us off 16-8. Xavier comes across the timeline. Durr's out high with the basketball. Race Thompson is out there as well on the left wing. Dribble hands off to Xavier. Xavier looking to drive the lane. Ball's tipped away, and it's going to be out of bounds. And that's Eric Hunter Jr., I think, is the new point guard in there that replaced Thompson. But Stefanovic, one dribble, shoots off the dribble better than most people, and he buried it. (16-8). The scoreboard hasn't reset. Oh, there it is. Xavier drives. He gets inside again, shoots the floater. It is short off the rim. Xavier Johnson was hot. Now he's missing shots. He's leaving everything short. Here comes Rob Fanecia off the bench to give him a break. Looks like he's getting tired. 16-8 Purdue. Stefanovic off the pick again. Missed this one. You know what? I'm content if they want to keep shooting that. Here comes Xavier Johnson. He throws it away, but he gets fouled. A little out of control there. And that's why he's going to the bench. He can get there. I mean, but if your other guys are making cuts to the basket, then he gets to be a point guard. If nobody's, working themselves into a shooting position, he's going to shoot the ball. Trey Galloway, Rob Fanecia are both in the game. There's Jordan Geronimo as well, giving Race Thompson a break. Galloway drives the lane over to Geronimo in the corner for 3. Geronimo is hard off the iron. Travion Williams controls the rebound. He blocks out Durr really well. Here comes Purdue back the other way. Fennessey's on Hunter. There's a double pick there. Hunter goes all the way around it, straight to the rim. Fennessey blocks it out of bounds. Good recovery since help defense didn't come. We look really flat. We just look flat. All right, here we go. Travion Williams is going to drive on Durr. Durr holds his position. Travion throws it up. No good. Galloway controls the rebound. He wants to push. Galloway comes across the timeline looking. Nobody open. Sets the offense. Gets it to Parker on the wing. Durr gets double teamed on the block. They're not giving Durr any opportunity. Parker resets the offense up high. Gets it back to Durr on the block. Durr takes an 18-footer. Well, maybe 15, sorry. And Geronimo knocks the ball out of bounds. That will be Purdue's basketball. And we're going to an under 12 timeout here. We are doubled off. Not the start that we wanted today. And Purdue's got 16 points in the first 8 minutes. It is absolutely pathetic. We've got, he started. He's had a shot. He missed it. I haven't seen Kopp do anything. The only people that have see, there's the thing. Here's another kind of a tidbit. When you're talking college basketball, you're still talking about 18 to 22-year-old kids. And if your point guard isn't making an effort to pass the ball to everybody on the court, let everybody get involved in the offense, if your passing game is lackluster, you're going to get guys like Kopp and Stewart that are going to just kind of get stuck in the middle of nothing. Everybody has to have an opportunity to get in rhythm. That's why when you have a good distributor of the basketball, somebody that's looking to pass more than score, that's how you get your bigs involved, you get everybody else involved. Now, Xavier Johnson's done a really good job of driving the basketball. When he threw the pass to Trace for the alley-oop, that's a good play. But when nobody's making cuts and there's nobody to pass to, or he's just not passing the ball, that we don't want Xavier Johnson shooting 20 shots this game. That does not bode well for us in the finish. So point guards need to be point guards. Take the shot when you need to, but look to get your guys involved in the offense. Everybody needs to be involved today because we're not going to trim this lead by, waiting for Trace to come back in the second, at the end of this first half with 2 fouls or the second half. It's just not going to happen. Purdue ranks first in every offensive category in the league. So we have got to do something now. Absolutely, Alex. I agree wholeheartedly. I'm going to give me an extra screen up here so that I can I want to see I know stats aren't going. What's up, Colin? No, it's not the halftime store, but it doesn't look good right now. Can't find a. Oh, that's why. Coming back off the break. What's up, Mr. Lou? Nice to see you, my friend. Here comes Hunter across the timeline. He's got Fanecia in tow. Let's see if Fanecia can defend him. Tamar Bates is now on the floor as well. Let's see who's going to step up today and play some. The Fanecia gets the steal from behind, takes it away from Travion Williams as he tries to dribble. Here comes Fanecia across the timeline. Fanecia's looking. He takes a quick 3-point shot, but he nails it. I wasn't very happy with that shot, but at least it went in. He's trying to get the crowd into the game. Here we come across the timeline. He's in tow on Hunter. Stefanovic has got the ball. They got Galloway on him. That's a great matchup. Travion's backing down. No help comes. And then Travion just goes to town, scores it. 18-11. Fanecia pushes it up across the timeline. There's the pick. Double pick. Comes around looking. Nobody there. Geronimo on the right wing. Gets it to Durr on the block. There's a triple team coming. And number 3 is going to pick up a foul. Fanecia's shot was a spark there. They left him open and he took it. Normally don't like that shot, but Fanecia drives around the pick, Looking, he shoots another one. And Fanecia buries another three. Coming in off the bench trying to save us today. Now he's going to force them to defend him. Hopefully he'll take advantage of the drive. 2 straight three-pointers for Fanecia. It's now a 4-point game. Ivy drives the lane, goes to throw it up. He passes off. The ball is on the floor. Everybody's on the floor looking for it. Gets it over to the left wing for a three. Hard off the rim. Offensive rebound. Travion Williams got the ball at 12 foot. Looking to dribble drive. Tamar Bates is threatening the double. Comes and doubles. They get the trap. And it's going to be Indiana's basketball off of Williams. Williams did not like that double team. Yep, and he was the last one to push it out. Michael Durr's getting fired up. Need to see some emotion out of that kid. Here comes Fanecia. Got a chance to cut into this 4-point lead. Fenecia's going to pass to Bates. Bates is going to drive around, takes a pick, goes around it, nothing doing, feeds Fanecia on the right wing. Geronimo sets the pick. Fanecia drives. Hands off to Durr. Durr puts it up. No, there is a foul. I think Zach Edey fouls Michael Durr as he goes up for the shot. He traveled, though. Looked like Creek. Looked like he did. I can't tell. Let's see. Michael Durr's got a chance to cut this to a 2-point lead. Let's see what his free throws look like. 81% from behind the stripe, and the first one is hard off the back iron. You know, to see Trace and Race both sitting on the bench over there is not a great thing, but this is the situation we're in this game. So we got to keep playing D here, guys. Hold it down. Keep it tight. Second free throw is up, and it's short. First one's hard, second one's short. Offensive rebound. Galloway knocks it away from Ivy. Over to Tamar Bates for three. Oh, that would have been huge. I know it. I absolutely jinxed him. I haven't said free throw percentages all year, and now I did, and look what happened. Never happen again. Edey's got the ball out high. Durr's trying to keep him away from the block. Ivy drives the lane and dunks over Durr. Jaden Ivy, gee, many Christmas. Look at that athleticism. Fanecia comes across the timeline. Talk about what a way to slow down a run. Galloway dribbles around, tries to get to the hoop, gets it back out to Bates. Bates gets it over, nothing doing, drives into the lane, hits Geronimo. Geronimo looks back to Fanecia, who resets. 8 on the shot clock. Fenecia's going to dribble drive, try to get to the goal. Puts up the reverse layup and good around Edey. He didn't go up against him. Back to a 4-point game. Where's this Rob Fanecia all season? Where is he at? Fenecia's out high, playing tough man-to-man. Ivy's on Galloway. There's the pick. Thompson goes all the way around the world, back out for the long three. Tipped pass, stolen by Fanecia. Brings it up the court. Nobody's on him. Drives all the way to the basket, puts it up and in. And one. Rob Fanecia high off the glass. Fans are going absolutely crazy in the stands. Sack up, Rob. Way to go, bro. Comes all the way up the court, goes up, goes way high off the glass. Draws the foul and one. Inspired basketball tonight. I'm telling you, this kid has a head game. There is something that just doesn't click with him every single game because you see these moments of brilliance with this kid. This is the same kid that they recruited. Free throw is up. And it rims out. Geronimo tips it, almost steals the offensive rebound. Now to a 2-point lead. Let's play some defense. Thompson's got the ball up high. Fanecia is in tow. Hands it off to Edey, down to Edey on the post. Here you go. He's going to try to back you in. He throws it out to Ivy. Ivy fakes one-step shot. Nothing, passes. resets the offense. Defense is playing a little better. Get it to Edey on the block. He pushes off and scores it. Nothing you can do about it. Here we go. Galloway hands off to Fanecia. There's the pick. Fanecia goes around, takes another three. Fanecia with another three. Lighten it up. 22-21. 1 point game. Everybody in Assembly Hall is going nuts. Fanecia is just lighting it up today. They get it back to Edey on the block. There is going to be a foul. I did not want to see the clock stop there because that boy is hot. But that dunk that Jaden Ivey came in and did, I'm telling you, looks like Ja Morant. Oh, that may not be a three. I just saw his foot. Let's see if they take a point away. That's the... That guy, you know, Creek, that dude has to have a head problem. It has to be. I mean, you see him play like this, and you know he's capable of it, but he struggles at times. Concentration, mental lapse, whatever you want to call it, there's something in his head that does not allow him to play consistent basketball. What's up, my brother Nathan? How are you doing, sir? Thank you for stopping by today. I'm glad one person came to play today because everything else we've done in this game has been absolute garbage. I mean, there's absolute nothing that's been meaningful up to this point for this team. Yeah, Jay, I don't want to mispronounce your name. Jay Smerica. But yeah, the Lafayette kid, dude. I've always loved Fanecia. I just never understood why he couldn't be consistent. Yeah, you know, absolutely. We have no reason to be in this game right now. Purdue came in, they executed a game plan, and absolutely took it to us to start with. When you execute the way that you're supposed to, and you build up a lead like that, we shouldn't be in this game at all with what they have as far as size and depth. But yet, one guy comes in and just lays it out. I mean, 3 for 3 behind the line. He's got a layup, 13 points. Missed his free throw attempt. We want to find something to nag on him about. Yeah, you remember that? Don't you remember that recruiting process? It was Indiana or Purdue, I think, is how that came down. And then he chose IU. And in the first year we went up there, he got booed. But, you know, it's been since before him since we beat Purdue. And I think, you know, in his career here, he would like to get one. But you watch him. He's smooth. He has a very good shot. Fundamentally, he's very sound. He's strong. He's quick. He's a great defender. He's everything you want in a point guard. He just hasn't performed. Rob Fanecia has 10 points in the last 3 minutes and 26 seconds. 13 points today ties his season high. If nothing else, he's kept us in this game. Race Thompson comes back in off the bench to guard Travion Williams to give Durr a break. Williams is going to back him down. No help comes, but Travion misses and he traveled. Okay, I thought they were going to call a foul. Purdue going to cover easy if it ain't rigged. I don't know. It's hard to win, but what's the spread today? I don't even know. Fanecia drives the left lane, comes across, double pick, gets out high. Travion's out there. Nobody's there. He needs a pass. He gets it off to Bates. Bates shoots a floater in the lane and doesn't get the roll. Williams controls the rebound. Here comes Purdue back the other way with Ivey driving up the left side. Galloway's in backpedal mode. Ivey sets him up, hands it off to Williams at the top of the key. Williams is looking, trying to get around Race. Nothing doing. Hands it off again. Off the pick. Ivy drives the lane. Gets it up. Offensive rebound. And then there's going to be a foul. I don't know what shot it's on. Purdue minus 3.5. I mean, they're supposed to cover, Casey. I mean, really, honestly. I mean, really, truthfully, they're supposed to cover on this game. From where they're at and where we're at in the season, they're ranked 4th. If you're ranked 4th, you're supposed to cover. Mason Gillis is at the free throw line. I like this kid. For a sophomore, he looks pretty solid. Free throw is up. Long. Controlled by Galloway. Misses free throws. 24-21. Here comes Galloway across the timeline. Double pick. Here comes Geronimo at the top of the key. Back to Galloway on the right wing. Galloway hits Fanecia at the top of the key. They do not want him shooting right now. There's the double team. Gets it into Race. Race gets fouled by Ivy. Will shoot 2 free throws. That fall by Trace the other day was scary, Casey, to be honest. You and kids just landed bad. I was really worried about that fall, honestly, to be honest. Race is at the free throw line. First one up and good. I think the line's that close because it's a rivalry game. It's in-state, and it's played at this arena right now. It would be a 10-point spread at Purdue probably. Tabar does need a bucket. Second free throw is long. Ivy controls the rebound. He's going to bring it up himself. And there comes the double team, and he picks up his dribble. Or the other, I don't know how that played out there. That was kind of weird. Travion Williams gets his pocket picked. Galloway picks it up. Outlet to Bates. Bates cannot control the pass. He's going to have to set it up. Feeds it inside to Geronimo for the dunk. Jordan Geronimo ties this ball game up all the way back. All the way back from almost a 10-point deficit. I think it was 8 or 9. What's the call here? Dude, that crowd is loud. Geronimo's a very solid athletic player, Casey, for sure. Hey, Casey, if you're new here, whether you're a Purdue fan or not, smash that like for me today, my brother. If you wouldn't mind hitting the smack the subscribe button. We're closing in on 900. And just so you know that if you hang out for a little bit, we're having a giveaway at halftime for an Amazon gift card. So I'm trying to see what they're looking for here. I guess there's something between Ivy and Galloway down here. Oh, Jaden Ivy takes a cheap shot at Galloway. Knocks him on his butt. Tell me something. If you guys are watching right there, do you think that's gamesmanship by Galloway trying to get in that kid's head? I mean, they were really close together, and then he turned and pushed him to the ground. I wonder what he said. If we only knew. They're going to. One sec. They're going to call that like a flagrant one on Ivy. Sorry about the delay there. I wanted to hear it. He said something, dude. But, I don't know. I love it. I like the gamesmanship, man. You know what? Tell me the basketball isn't psychological. What do you think they do in football? Galloway's free throw is up and good. Indiana's got its first lead of the day, 25-24, 5:26. He's got a second free throw coming. Nobody to stand on the line with him. It is up, and it rims out. Jaden Ivey, he called him mom, a man. And Indiana gets the ball back. So chance to build a little bit of a lead here. And we're doing all this with Trace on the bench. So right now is a good spot. Galloway gets the ball. And that is going to be a foul on trying to run through a pick on Newman. Newman. Yeah, absolutely. But you know what? This may be a good growth experience for this team, Creek, because we've been leaning on Trace a lot. No doubt. I think Galloway has got the it factor. Another missed free throw there. 5:13 to go. Here comes Purdue with the ball. It's been a pretty clean game thus far. There's the toss to the top of the key. Looks for somebody inside. Stefanovic cuts to the basket. It is blocked by Geronimo. Here comes Race on the fast break. Running down the court. Drives the lane. Puts up the two-step. Yes, baby. 27-24. 4:51 to go in the half. Geronimo doing his best. Trace Jackson Davis comes over and swats Stefanovic's shot off the glass. Leads to a quick fast break. Galloway's going to get a little anxious there and get called for the reach-in. That does not put us yet into the bonus. That is only our sixth foul. Watch this one on the highlight reel. Boom, swat. And Race did not hesitate. Grab the ball. Yeah, no doubt, Jake. That could hurt us later on. Okay, Xavier Johnson's going to come back into the game. Tamar Bates is going to go to the bench. Trying to get the ball down on the block to Travion Williams. He's going to dribble drive. He loses it. Picked up by Fanecia. He's going to push the break. Fenecia's out in front. Goes all the way to the basket. And the layup is good. 29-24. 4:17 to go. They're going crazy in Bloomington. 8-0 run in the last 149. Whatever Galloway said to Jaden Ivey. Keep it up, good brother. Get in his head. Pass across the way. Stefanovic for three. Hard off the back iron. No continuity on offense for Purdue right now. Fenecia's going to bring the ball across the timeline. Less than 4 minutes to go in the half. He goes around a pick. He shoots a long three. Oh, my God. If he would have hit that, the house would have came down. He rushed that shot a little bit. Coming across the timeline. Here comes Purdue back again. They really have nothing going on offense right now. There's a dribble drive, gets it over. There's a long three, hard off the front rim, long rebound to Galloway. Here comes Galloway. He's going to push all the way against Stefanovic. He's going to get the block on Stefanovic and shoot 2 free throws. That's what you do. And you know what? I haven't seen that out of this team at all this year. But when you got them flustered, you put your foot on their throat. And that's when you try to start the break, you force it down the field. Or the field. I keep calling it the field. Up the court. And that's what Galloway did there. He just took off. He knew that if he got to the rim, he would probably get a call. Stefanovic was in pretty good position, but he couldn't get set to take a charge. Dude, I would not have expected this kind of turnaround. All of this with Trace is going to sit the whole first half. I mean, I don't know that you're going to bring him back in. I wouldn't bring him back in and risk the 3 with a 5-point lead right now, the third foul. Now I'm wound up. Flat wound up, y'all. But listen, I'm going to tell you straight up, Matt Painter has this team very disciplined. They're struggling right now, but this isn't going to happen the whole game like this. I can't see that. So we need to take what we can get now. Yeah, keep Trace on the bench right now. Whatever he provides in the second half is a bonus. JB Trace wasn't looking bad. It was such a mismatch with Zach Edey, and nobody else was really helping on defense. It was just easy. It was cheap fouls. Yeah, I got you. It was cheap fouls. He really wasn't. He should have just let him go on those two. But how important is this run for this team? To do something without your All-American on the floor, to step up. Rob Fanecia coming in off the bench and playing lights out basketball. Fanecia has 15 of our points today. I'm going to tell you his stat line is going to look solid as soon as let me get it up here. Where's my box score? There it is. Look, so far for Fanecia today. Fanecia's got 15 points. He is 6 for 7 from the floor, 3 for 4 behind the line. Yeah, no doubt. That's what we were talking about, JB. He's a Lafayette kid. He's got a rebound. He's got a block. Fanecia has 3 steals and no turnovers. And he didn't get credit for the one feed down on the block that scored a basket. What did Allie say? Yeah, it's a big turnaround, dude. And really, when you do it without your superstar on the floor, you gotta see what keys it, and what keys it is forcing them into bad shots. You got 3 starters that are still sitting there on the bench, and Galloway hits that free throw to extend the lead to 6. Playing defense for just a little bit longer here. Keep this run going. Second free throw is good. Galloway gets them both in. 31-24. Here comes Xavier Johnson's out there on the point, and that's Eric Hunter Jr. He's going to bring it across the timeline. And they're going to call Race Thompson fouling Zach Edey with the ball not even in his hand. Even when Painter wasn't doing well, you just kind of felt that he was the right guy for the job after Katie left. Absolutely the way that it should have went. Zach Edey is going to shoot some free throws again here. It will be a 1-and-1. First one is up, and it's hard. And Geronimo is going to be fouled on the rebound by Hunter, I believe. Nope. And I don't know all the kids from Purdue's name. That's Newman fouled him. I'm sorry. I call that a no call, to be honest. But, hey, Geronimo went up high for the rebound, got the rebound, and it went to the ground. Jordan Geronimo looks like he's going to – I think it's 2 here, to be honest. I think that's the 10th. Woodson's upset. I don't understand what they're doing here. I'm going to hit the mute button for a second. Sorry, I didn't hit the button. Yeah, Newman hooked Geronimo. Painter wanted it looked at, and then it was exactly what they called. Second free throw was going to be going, and it was good. But the arm lock would have been on his guy. I don't know why he'd wanted to look at that. 32-24, 3:14 left to go. Here comes Hunter Jr. across the timeline. Stefanovic tips the pass, gets it off in, and there is the missed dunk. Race Thompson controls it. Big opportunity for Purdue to put a dent into that lead and build some momentum, and he missed the dunk. Great pass by Zach Edey. Fanecia drives the baseline, or drives top of the key, goes around a couple picks looking. Nobody's open. He hits Xavier Johnson in the corner. Xavier drives the lane, puts up the layup, and good. Xavier gets the baseline drive, goes right past Edey and lays it in. 34-24, 10-point lead at home, 2:36 to go in the half. Trace Jackson-Davis is doing jumping jacks on the sideline. Rotate the ball around to Hunter on the right wing. Gets it over to Newman at the top of the key. Over to Stefanovic. Stefanovic drives Galloway. Nothing doing. Pass over to Newman at the top of the key. He's looking for the shot. 8 on the shot clock. There. It's a steal by Galloway. Galloway's going to drive the floor. Put it up. Oh, and he's going to get the foul by Newman. Galloway picked his pocket. Look, we're not talking just one starter sitting out right now. We're talking 3. Parker Stewart is on the bench. Miller Kopp is on the bench. Parker Stewart, Miller Kopp, and Trace Jackson-Davis all on the bench. We're putting it to them with 3 starters sitting out most of the first half. Galloway's free throw is up, and it is soft, but it rolls off the rim. Newman goes to the bench with his 3rd foul. He's frustrated. I'm sure at this point he had to put Jaden Ivey back in. Trey Galloway. And you got to remember, this kid's a true freshman, bro. 2nd free throw is up, and it is good. 11-point lead, 2:17 to go in the half. 14-0 run the last 3:51. Defense is tight. Stefanovic shoots the 3 off the pick, hard off the back iron. It was not a good time for that shot. Fanecia falls down with the dribble, picks it back up the court to Race Thompson. Race throws it out to Xavier Johnson for 3. Oh, the transition 3 almost went down. Just a little short on the shot. Here comes Purdue. 1:49 to go. Stefanovic rotates the ball around the horn. We get a drive. Goes up. Edey's going to get an easy layup. First basket, dribble penetration, and then a dump off to Edey for 2. 26-35. That ends a 14-0 run. 9-point lead, 1:29 to go. Fanecia's content to bring the ball up and go slow here. Galloway sets the pick. Fanecia drives by, shoots the layup. Fanecia makes some kind of an acrobat layup that he should have been passing. Oh, my God, 11-point lead, 1:14 to go. Purdue's, it's going to get it down under a minute here. Fanecia's got 17 points in the first half, 7 and 8 from the field. Gets the pass down to Edey on the block. Durr is there on him, keeping him out away from the basket. He passes it across court, rotates it around. Thompson's got the ball over to Stefanovic. Stefanovic drives on Galloway. Nothing doing. He gets cut. Back down to Edey on the block. Edey pushes his way in. Durr stuffs Edey. Here comes Race Thompson across the timeline. Here comes Fanecia with the ball. 40 seconds to go. Fanecia's going to pull up and fire a 3. Fanecia's going for the throw. Gets his own rebound. Misses the layup. No call on the foul. Fanecia got his own rebound on a 3-point shot. Painter takes the timeout here. He knows that he can afford to. Fanecia's getting tired. His shot's a little bit loose right now. Let him sit the rest of the half. He has put it on all out there for you guys today to win this game. And, you know, probably his last season at IU. I think he may have an extra year now because of COVID. Not really sure. He probably will stay if they want him to. But an 11-point lead. Where did this come from? Oh, my God. Can you actually believe this? No, Creek, I can't. It's absolutely nuts. They need to set him for the rest of the half. Let him get a breather. He has put forth heart, effort. Dude, it's absolutely one for the ages right there. And you know what, Creek? It's straight up. The defense is what stepped up here. Now, I want you to look at the guys that are playing defense right now. The defenders on this team that are actually playing solid defense has been Jordan Geronimo, Trey Galloway, Rob Fanecia, Race Thompson, Michael Durr has played good defense. Here we go. 22 seconds left in the game or in the half. 16 on the shot clock. They feed Edey on the post. Durr's that pushes him back off of it. He looks for the three. Nothing doing. Thompson's got the ball. He drives around. 4 on the shot clock. Throws up a layup. What a play by Thompson. 7 seconds on the game clock. Here comes Xavier Johnson. 3, 2, 1. And it gets blocked out of bounds before the end of the half. Indiana goes to the locker room with a 9-point lead. Man, I don't even know what to say. Bench points for Indiana today. 24 bench points. 24 bench points to 2. They show in Jaden Ivey's highlight, Geronimo's defense. Geronimo, Fanecia, Race Thompson, even Xavier Johnson. I'm going to throw him in there because he's manned up today on D. Tamar Bates had a few minutes in there that he did not give anybody anything. What's up, Randall? Nice to see you, my brother. 20 more minutes, my friend. 40-minute ball game here, y'all. We've got to play it. Yeah, let's see if we can maintain that continuity in the second half with Trace back on the floor. Trace is going to have all his legs. He's going to have everything to control this second half. We'll give this just a few more minutes into halftime, and just before the second half, I will draw the winner for an Amazon gift card today for all you wonderful fans that are hanging out today. Yeah, I think that he just took it upon himself to do what he thought he wanted it at that. I would have took a timeout once the ball went into play. Take the timeout, set a play, and then try to get a good shot before the half. I mean, you get this back up over 10. 10-point, keep maintaining a 10-point lead is really big in college basketball. The mental game of college basketball really comes into play. When you're down by double digits, it seems like all is, lost. But when you get it under 10, you feel like you can come back. So you ever watch these games that teams are winning by 16 or 17 points and they're saying, well, if they can just get it under 10 by the 10-minute mark, they'll have a chance. That's that mentality with these college kids. No doubt, Jake, I wholeheartedly agree right there. 20 more inspired minutes, please. Here's the thing. I think you go back with your starters at the beginning of the second half. If they don't come out and play with that same motivation, then you start sitting them down one at a time. How much different would that half have looked? Oh, you saw, oh yeah, I forgot you were there, dude. That was funny. Straight up, I caught him talking about me. He was straight up busted. Got it. That was funny. But coming in there, let these guys, give them their opportunity to come back on the floor. Everybody on that starting lineup should be rested except for Xavier and Race. They played the most minutes there. I need to see some minutes played. I'll find a good stat for that if they have it. Yeah. Purdue came out and kicked us in the mouth. I forgot you were there, Tim. That was pretty funny. I'm just telling you what I think they'll do, Randall. I'm a big fan of mixing up your starting lineup. I'm a big fan of letting starters ride the bench if they don't perform. But I kind of just know where to – it's okay, Tim. I just kind of know where it's going to start out here in the second half. He's going to go back with his starters. He's going to feel like those guys there, they sit for a hot minute, and he's going to bring those guys back in to start the second half. They should be well rested, but I don't think he's going to. No, I don't think so. Look, you're talking about a rivalry game. You're talking about a rivalry that is going to stand the test of time. Purdue has everything that they need to win a national championship. They are going to be, when we talk March Madness in here, when we get in here to do brackets for this channel and talk March Madness, Purdue is going to have a say in this national championship this year. I think that Purdue came in this game a little cocky. I don't understand that. I see that they've got the great 1-2 punch. They need the same thing we need. They need a cleaned up version of a point guard. Jaden Ivey, solid. They need a solid point guard. They need somebody to run this team, but they have all the pieces. You're looking at college kids. You can't. And here's the thing: you can't replace height. You can't train it. So 7'4" and a guy that can give you 20 points at any given time, just give him the ball on the block. Then you got Travion Williams. That's a different kind of big man. He's athletic. He can dribble and pass. Jaden Ivey. Most teams don't have that three-headed monster there of guys. And then you've got more than capable with Eric Hunter Jr. and Thompson running the point. I think so too. I really honestly did not feel we had much of an opportunity today. To be fair, I felt like today was a day that we were going to have a lot of people step up. But when Trace went to the bench, I thought this is going to be a long night. I thought I was going to shut this stream down early tonight. If this thing got away from him in the second half, I was going to click the end button and just say, you know what? See you next time, boys. Here's the kicker. Yeah, thank you, Alex. I'm going to post that really fast. If you are new here, please drop a like. If you don't mind, hit the subscribe button. Click the bell. We're in here for you guys all the time, and it's absolutely a blast. The other thing I got to mention is that with 30 in the house, if you're in here and you have not left a chat in the comments, within the next 3 to 5 minutes, I'm going to set up and I'm going to draw an Amazon gift card that will be going to your email today. It will be instantaneous. You will have it by in the morning for you to spend on Amazon.com, thanks to It's in the Blood, just for participating in the chat today. So keep that in mind as you're sitting here for the next few minutes. We will draw that probably with about, I don't know, when I get a timer for the second half. Absolutely I've got to remove the puppy dog for just a second. Hi, Miss Amethyst. Be right back. Doggo needed a potty break. Jeff from Brewers Prospecting. What's up, my brother? Shawnee is in the house. Miss Amethyst. Dude, if it's a blowout, I'm telling if it slips below the other direction, over with. Calling it a day. Hey, and for those of you that will be on my other stream today, just so you know, we have a guest host starting the stream out today. None other than Miss Alex will be firing up the Thirsty Thursday stream on Ohio River history tonight. So be sure to catch that for a few minutes. JB, what games or programming is getting the most views for you? JB, it's a combination. The IU basketball stuff has been the early mainstay for this channel. When I made some of the introductory stuff earlier in the year, and then Alex took into the football, and she got some really big hits. She got some really big stuff. The college football game. Jerry Lacey, Milan, Indiana. What is up, my friend? Milan, home of the greatest high school basketball championship team in the state has ever known. Yeah, you know what? I'm wound up today. And let's hit a few things really fast. We got a few minutes before the giveaway hits today. And thank you all for being here. Also, man, I appreciate it. If you haven't yet, smash that subscribe button, hit the like. We really appreciate it. If you're in the chat and have not left a comment yet, please do so in the live chat here so that I know that you're here and I can enter you in the giveaway, because I do not want anybody that hangs out with us the opportunity to miss out on a gift card. That's the greatest. That's one of the greatest basketball stories of all time, Jerry. That is what our state revolves around for basketball. When you think of Milan's team to win that state championship that year, that just goes to show you that, pure determination and will to win is such a big thing in this game. Emotion, heart, those things play such a vital part, and that is what Indiana State basketball has been about my whole life. It's what we talked about as kids in school, and it never needs to be forgotten, honestly. Thank you, JB. You guys are absolutely awesome. If these crowds would not have participated in this, we probably wouldn't do them. Alex and I absolutely love. Thank you, Carol. We appreciate that, and I'm glad you decided to sit a chat in here. If you are a local Indiana University person, let us know where you're at, so that I probably have a story about someplace in your state, or I might know something or remember something. But absolutely, it's the Hoosiers, the whole IU basketball thing. Purdue is really based off of the same stuff. Yes, JB. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't think there needs to be 4 champions in the state, honestly. I don't know. I guess I never liked it, honestly. I am in Virginia, IUSE. All right. So Sam was in New Albany. A lot of great people have come through that school down there, that satellite. Yeah, no doubt. It is. We've had such excellent Indiana fans in here. We've got them from all over the. We've got a few from out of country, some Canadians. We have IU fans everywhere. And there goes the cops. But it's turned into, IU basketball has always been a mainstay in this area, and then where I live now, right? University of Kentucky in Louisville, it's really similar over here. It is absolutely one of those. Oh, Gary, Indiana. Hey, I spent some time up there. I used to hustle pool, and we went up there to play pool for money one time when I was about 20 years old. And the guy we went with that lived up there that ran a bar, he basically told me, he says, listen to me. And he says, do not put your money in your pockets. Don't carry any more in your pockets than you're willing to lose. He says, if you want to have your money on you, he says, hide it in your socks, because they will steal everything from you if you get in the wrong neighborhood. Yeah, we took your grandpa up there, Alex, for a state tournament in that area. And Jerry was not very politically correct based on his raising. Oh, that's all I will say. And he drank a lot. And Paul Hatfield and myself had to do a lot of stuff to keep him from getting us and him killed that night. And that was in the Gary area. And that was 1997. Thanks, Tim. I appreciate you, my friend. Yeah, Tim, you know what it's like. All right. Anybody left that wants to comment? You've got just a few minutes here before I run the giveaway tool. I've got it set up right now. I have 29 entrants so far today. There's only 28 of you in the house. And mind you, the only rule that I have about this giveaway is that you still need to be in the chat when I draw the name. So if I draw the name and I call you out and you see it and you do not chat one more time, yeah, no doubt, Jerry, nobody robs socks, but people will take tennis shoes. You know what? I got to say, I'm an honest guy. I'm not going to hide anything ever. You got to be very careful telling stuff like that. But truth is always the best. All right, Obenjobi got his surgery finished today. Great news. Yeah, I'll share anything, my friend. If you got something in an area that I've been or done stuff. Fort Wayne, Cody Hurst, yes, sir. I went to the water furnace school up there to learn how to install and service water furnace brand. It was the first time I was up in northern Indiana. It was 1994, and I froze myself to death, my brother. It was as cold as ever been. I didn't go outside the whole week in February that we were there, so I never spent any time on the ground out there. I went from the car to the hotel to school, but it was water furnace school up there, and I can't remember exactly where it was, but I spent a week in Fort Wayne. Matthew Eddy, thank you, brother. I was going to remind you, sir, please do not forget. I don't know if you've done it or not. I haven't checked today, but make sure you get your picks in this week for the football challenge. You are in first place, sir. I want to make sure you get them. Yeah, just what Alex said. Hope all is well. All right, guys. Anybody left? Last 30 seconds I've got 30 entries in the thing. We're getting ready to tip the second half. I'm going to draw the gift card. And smiles when Duke loses. Yeah, buddy. Me too, my friend. Last chance. Anybody in the chat that has not commented, please do so now. Share screen is going up. Let's go window. Let's go here. Let's share. All right. Let's make it like this. Everybody see that? All right, everybody. I have 30 entries in here. We're getting ready to start the second half. I'm going to draw it right now. Good luck, everybody. I hope you win. Miss Amethyst wins the drawing. Drop me a chat real quick, Shawnee. As the ball goes into the second half, Xavier Johnson comes across the timeline. Miss Amethyst, leave a comment real fast. Thompson has the ball at the top of the key. Looking, nothing doing. Kopp gets the ball. Feast. Trace Jackson Davis on the block. Here comes the double team. Trace passes out of it, and it is going to be a turnover, but Race gets it back. Throws it down into Trace, and it goes off his fingertips and out. There you are. Miss Amethyst, send your email address. Send us an email to inthebloodlines@gmail.com. In the bloodlines, all one word. And I will get you your gift card over as soon as I have a free moment. Thank you very much for playing today. All right. That was a turnover on Indiana's end. Here comes Purdue the other direction. Jaden Ivey takes the long three, and he buries it over Parker Stewart. Thank you, Alex. And clear the comment. And the first thing Purdue is knocks that lead back down to 6. Xavier Johnson gets it to Trace Jackson. Trace is way out high. Nothing doing. Picks up his dribble. Hands off to Parker Stewart. Parker drives around. Gets around him. Shoots the long three. Hard, bad shot. Out of rhythm. Ugh. Here comes Jaden Ivey looking to push. Ivey gets it over to the left side of Thompson. Thompson feeds Edie on the post. No help has come just yet. Do not foul, Trace. Over for the long three by Thompson. Thompson hits a three. 2 possessions, 2 3-pointers. It's now down to a 3-point lead. Here comes the nerve. Purdue is on an 8-0 run in the first 1 minute 49 seconds to go in the half. Here comes Xavier around the pick. He's going to drive the lane, gets all the way to the basket, and scores a layup. Xavier Johnson stops that run really quick, back to a 5-point lead. Comes Thompson across the timeline, hands it off. Jaden Ivey out high. Parker Stewart chases him around, cuts him off. Edie gets the ball near the block. He's going to push on Trace. Double team comes. Ivey goes to drive the lane. drives, puts it up, and Trace Jackson Davis is going to pick up his third foul almost immediately. Purdue comes out with a plan to work it inside out, what IU should be doing. And Zach Edey is the benefit. Throws a nice pass to Thompson, gets us back to Jaden Ivey's now at the free throw line. And Alex, what do you think of my Ja Morant comparison for Jaden Ivey as far as athleticism and look? First free throw is good. Trace goes straight to the bench with his third foul. I'm sure Michael Durr is the one that subbed in for him. Yes, sir. Michael Durr is got to be a man today. I don't understand. Second free throw is also good. Back to 3-point lead again. Here comes Xavier Johnson up the court. Somebody's throwing stuff on the floor. Purdue coaching staff goes and gets it off there. Here comes the pick. Xavier Johnson drives the lane, hits Race Thompson on the wing. Nothing doing. Shoots a little fadeaway jump shot. Race Thompson finally gets one to go down. Nope, he's not playing at all. Now he's back on the bench. And there's a turnover by Purdue. That ball hit the line. Oh, I guess it didn't. Referee said no. Dribbled it off his foot. Looked like it hit the baseline. Ivey for three again. Jaden Ivey just lights up two in a row. It's a 2-point ball game already with 17:08 to go. Here comes Xavier Johnson across the timeline. We put up 2 points this half. There's the pick. Doesn't go around it. Here it comes again. Tries to get around the pick. Xavier Johnson drives the lane. Passes out to Race Thompson. Race is going to shoot the three. And it rims out. No good. That's not who really needs to be shooting that. Yeah. Jaden Ivey passes out for a three. No good. Parker Stewart controls the rebound. Here he comes. Get in rhythm, kid. Find something to get you in this game. Watch. Here we go. Stagnant offense. We go to a 1-4 set. Here comes the pick. Xavier Johnson drives all the way to the basket. Race Thompson gets the dunk. Xavier Johnson decided to pass that time, and the assist goes to him. Race Thompson puts in 2 more points. Race has got 4 in this half. 4-point lead back for Indiana. Miller Kopp, playing tight defense, gets called for the foul. He's going to plead his case. But Xavier with the good dump off there. Yeah, it looks like Indiana is really going to have to play this game without Trace today. He won't come back in until about the 10-minute mark, I would assume. There's a long three by Gillis, and it is good. That's 3 3-pointers they've hit in this half. 6'6" sophomore. Soon. He'll start subbing at about the 14-minute mark. And there's going to timeout on the floor with Indiana with a 1-point lead. Oh, goodness. Sorry, I got to bring something up on the screen over here for myself. Yeah, you know what? We were talking about this at halftime, Jim. Our starters do not seem to match up as well against this team. Galloway, Geronimo, even Bates, for some reason, seem to match up better. I expect them guys to come in fairly soon. Fanecia, I think somebody's comment was that you're going to go back. I knew what Woodson was going to go back with his starters. But, you got to defend that 3 ball. because these guys can shoot their way back into a game. Whoever said it earlier about, I think it was Indiana Creek, basically said that the wing play was where it was all going to boil down to. And their wings are dialing it up. Yeah, I mean, it's going to, it's going to be a dogfight the rest of the way. But you've got to stop these runs. You've got to get back out there and get back to doing what you were doing, which was what they were doing really well in the first half, was jumping in passing lanes and not letting them dictate how their offense was run. They were cutting them off and making them go to their secondary options in their play that they had drawn up, or the offense that they run. So they weren't letting Trey Galloway and Jordan Geronimo were in passing lanes. They weren't letting them make the passes that they wanted to make. Unless they got it down, into and on the block. So what they're doing now is they're going inside straight back out for threes, and they're hitting them. Jaden Ivey, we stopped him in the first half, 2 points. We're not going to do that all game for that dude. Look at the play that they're showing here. Yeah, Xavier Johnson stayed down for the double team, and his guy sneaks around behind a pick to the other side, and that's how they got the three. Yeah, no doubt. Indiana's bench it's probably going to come right back to that. You wait and see which guys are on the floor in the last 3 minutes of this game. These guys from Purdue are playing within their. And by the way, Wanda, thank you for the comment. These guys are playing within themselves on Purdue. Disciplined basketball, man. They're not too high, not too low. Parker Stewart gets it to Michael Durr for a 15-footer. Durr hits the long-range jump shot. Nice play off the inbound. Stewart to Durr. Here comes Purdue back the other way. Thompson brings it across the timeline. Xavier Johnson's in defense. Race cuts the passing lane, makes him go to the other side, hands it off to Ivy. Parker Stewart there. Stefanovic and Kopp. Indiana's defense looks better. Gillis has got the ball. He's looking to inbound it. Durr is fronting. There's a steal by Parker Stewart all the way down the lane. And, oh, my God, he misses the layup, but does get the foul on Gillis. There's that defensive intensity. Parker jumped the passing lane. He saw what the other guys did in the first half. Parker's not very athletic. Watch this layup attempt here. Parker's free throw is up, and it is money. Kid can flat shoot. All right, here comes Eric Hunter off the bench. They're going to replace their point guard. IU's back up by 4. I hope this game doesn't live on the free throw line. I like watching basketball. Second one is good. He gets some love from the rim. IU's going to bring out a little bit of a press here. Hunter's got the ball, going to come across the timeline with Xavier Johnson with him. Xavier backs off a hair, goes around a pick. They get the switch. Stefanovic is over on the other side now. He has the pick, gets it down in low to Edey. Edey's got the ball on the block. He's going to drive in. Parker comes out, leaves Jaden Ivey, misses the long three-pointer, and he's going to be on the baseline. It's going to go back to Indiana. Man, oh, yeah, no doubt, Jim. You got to go up and dunk. You got to show authority there. That floating layup stuff doesn't work. Not with today's athletes. Ball comes back to Indiana after the turnover. Xavier directing the offense, looking to move Durr. There comes the pick. Xavier goes around Durr. He dribbles it off, almost turns it over. Ivy come really close to getting a steal there. It's just a lot of Xavier dribbling, passes it to Parker. Nothing doing. Parker back to Xavier. 7 on the shot clock. He drives the lane. He gets it stripped from him, passes it out, and shoots a long three. Xavier Johnson with the shot clock coming to an end dribbles out and hits a three-pointer. Gets us back up to 8. We have rebounded from that mess. I'm glad our starters are putting some effort in here right now. Michael Durr is out on Edie. Plays pretty good D. Hands it off. There comes Ivy. And there you go. There you go. Ivy comes charging in and goes up further. He gets knocked down, and he gets up like he wants to fight, but he goes in to dunk. Ivy's got an attitude. He has got some serious attitude. I have never seen this side of him. Race Thompson fouls him cleanly going up. Ivy lands on his butt, and Ivy comes up talking to him straight up. So, everybody can hear it. We can't hear what is said. Xavier Johnson is not the guy that needs to be trying to stop this altercation from happening. He reaches his hand out to try to help him up. Okay, so that's pretty smart by Xavier. Xavier's usually the one losing his cool. That is not you can't call that a flagrant foul. You cannot call it. You can't call that a flagrant foul. They got to show Trace landing on his butt again. That hurt me. That should not be under official review. My God. Man, you know what? Jaden, I haven't seen that side of Jaden Ivey just yet, but I like the fact that he's passionate. I got to say, I'm proud of Xavier Johnson there. Usually he's the first one that's getting ready to get into yeah, and you know what? I got to say, it's gamesmanship, Alex. I mean, that's something that's important. I'm sorry I can't give you what they're calling it here. I think they gave Race a flagrant. Oh, that's kind of horse crap. Oh, that's really horse crap. But Jaden, first thing he does, he misses the free throw. They're explaining to him why they called it what it is. That's not the right call. That's because Painter complained. Second free throw is money. Hey, you know what? Look at this. We got rivalry going on here. We got two teams that are competing at a very high level, and they are into each other right now. And that's what basketball needs. Ivy drives the lane again, goes right around Parker Stewart. Nobody comes to help, and he dunks it. Bad momentum play. Parker is too slow on defense. Put somebody in there that can cover him or get somebody else on him. Here comes Fanecia off the bench right now. I'm sure that's what's going to happen. Here's Xavier driving around. The double team backs off. He goes all the way to Race on the side. Nothing doing. Over to Parker. Parker's got Ivy on him. Parker's trying to show Ivy back up for what happened. Parker gets inside and misses it. Gets his own rebound. There's a scramble on the floor for the ball. It's going to be a jump ball. Travion Williams comes up with the ball. This is why Parker doesn't play the whole game. He doesn't move his feet fast enough, and Ivy just goes right around him. There's not enough athleticism there to slow him down. If you're going to play defense on him like that, you got to play from a step back. You can't play right up on him. Fanecia is back on the court with 13-16 to go. Mark that time with a 5-point lead for IU. Ivy drives the lane again. This time he's blocked by Durr. Durr goes straight and blocked. Here comes Fanecia with the ball. Over to Xavier Johnson. Drives all the way in to the basket and 2. 7-point lead for Indiana. 12:54 to go. Tamar Bates is fired up on the bench. But there you go. That's all you got to do. Play straight up defense. Get your hands up. Travion Williams has got Durr. He backs him down on the block. He's pushing off, backing. There's the little hook. Durr blocks it, and they're going to call Durr for the foul. Looks like he got him a little bit with the body there. Durr's smiling. You know, he knows that I think he got into him a little bit. But Durr just did a really nice job. Jaden Ivey's too emotional. Xavier Johnson takes it straight to the hoop, puts it in. Nice play. Galloway needs to be coming in off the bench about right now. I know that Mike Woodson wants his starters to get a chance to do something to come out of their funk, but it just hasn't happened yet today. Give them a blow. Let's see who, if your bench can play like they did in the first half. Travion Williams at the line. First free throw is up, and it is bricked off the rim. These two teams aren't shooting free throws very well today, straight up. Travion Williams comes back to the line. He's only got 2 points today. 4 rebounds. Second free throw is up. And it is hard off the back iron. He missed them both. Kopp gets a very athletic rebound, goes up high. Here comes Xavier Johnson. Purdue is 4 from 11 from the free throw line today. Man, I'm telling you what, that's been the benefit of this game thus far. Cobb has it, rotates the ball around to Fanecia. Durr comes up to set the pick. Fanecia tries to go around. Travion Williams comes out to hedge, and Fanecia draws the foul. You know, I can't hear, but not today, dude. Not really. He hasn't put anything in. He's just been there. He's not been playing bad defense, just not there. Anyway, there's the steal, and it's going to be out of bounds. Tipped pass. Jaden Ivey's out to play. That kid is on fire. He's ready to go. I forgot where I was going there, but Kopp hasn't shown us much today. Trace should be getting ready to come back in the game. Give Race Thompson a blow here. There goes Fanecia. Drives the lane, shoots the floater. Short off the rim. Travion controls the rebound. Here comes Purdue. Eric Hunter's driving up the court, trying to get around to the rim. Fanecia cuts him off. Short miss on the rebound. Race Thompson controls the rebound, gets it to Xavier. Here we go, pushing back the other way. 52-45. 11:49 to go in the game. Michael Durr has the ball out high. We have nobody down on the block. We haven't pushed anybody inside. Kopp takes a long three off the back iron in the rim, out of rhythm. Not a good shot. Thank you, Nathan. Here comes Hunter the other way. Stefanovic catch and shoot. No good. And Race Thompson goes for the rebound and tips it up and in. What a dejected look when you give the team 2 points. 5-point lead for Indiana. IU is going to take a timeout here. Stefanovic catch and shoot. He wasn't quite set. Race tips the rebound and he knocks it up and in. They're going to give number 3 credit for that basket. Let's see. You know what, Jim? I've really been waiting for Indiana to play these guys more. Today it's been more out of necessity, but overall, these guys, I did not, Alex. I haven't told. I just put it into the chat over there so that they would know. And yeah, I didn't get a chance. I just dropped a comment over there because I know that it's going to be late. But these guys off the bench really need more minutes today. Tamar Bates needs to get in rhythm. Miller Kopp's had his opportunity. Parker Stewart's had his time today. He let Jaden Ivey score 6-8 points there, like back to back to back. Yeah, you know what? Michael Durr has stated in his media, availability that he wants. Oh, so I'm sorry. Yeah, I do too. He just hasn't. He has a decent outside shot, Jim. Agreed. Yeah, you know what? This all Big Ten team looks really solid right here. Kofi Coburn, Trace Jackson Davis, Hunter Dickinson, EJ Liddell, and Jaden Ivey. No, Sam. Alex has her own place. We're going to be close again, though, as soon as I get the move, Sam. She will be 4 blocks from the house. Here we go. Fanecia inbounds to Xavier. Xavier runs around. Galloway's now on the floor as well. So is Geronimo. Galloway had an opportunity to shoot 3. He drives the lane, puts up the floater and in, straight over Thompson. Galloway comes into the game. Immediate good decision by not taking that 3-pointer and driving the basketball. Kudos, Trey Galloway. Here comes Ivey pushing around. Fantasy's not going to let him drive. He pushes it in. He does get in and one. And there was some niceties said between Ivey and Fanecia there, but at least he manned up and played halfway decent D there. But Galloway provided a quick spark. We're back up by 5, and now we're to the under 12 timeout. Yeah, that's a nice little bit of terminology there, that chicken wing. Also, if you see her around today, delivering Grubhub driving outside Assembly Hall right now, turning on Walnut Grove towards Briscoe. Nice for you to stop in, James Newman. Grubhub, I bet you that provides decent money in that area for you, my friend. Second job, or is that what you do full time? Just curious. I hate all commercials, Jim. Straight up. Ivy, you look straight up. You're absolutely correct. Give him just a little bit more progression in time. He's got all the tools already. He's one of those guys that really doesn't need to be in college. I don't know that he'll stay another year. Also, anybody that is just now popped in, if she's still here, be sure to congratulate Miss Amethyst on winning the Amazon gift card today. We don't do them all the time, but we like to do them every now and again for everybody that hangs out in these streams with us. She very deserving. Not bad. Second job during the day. I'm a realtor with Century 21. Dude, that's that. You know what? I applaud you, sir. because right now there's people out there that aren't working or don't want to work. I don't know what the case may be, and everybody needs help, and you're working 2 jobs. Hats off, tip of the cap, brother. Housing market's still got to be solid. Oh, and thank you, Alex. 2 away from 900. All right, Miss Amethyst. Thank you, dear. Congratulations again. I will step over tonight once we are done on the other channel, and I will drop you. It will come in your email. If you were asking me, Sam, I'm a facilities operations manager at a casino in Southern Indiana. Oh, they're going to show Knight throwing the chair. Knight throwing the chair. February 23rd, 1985. I was watching that basketball game. There's the ejection. Classic. Classic. Jaden Ivey's at the free throw line trying to cut this back to a 4-point lead. Free throw is off the rim, no good. And the ball goes off of Williams, out of bounds. There was a scramble for that. Belterra, James Belterra. Closest to VV, Indiana, the next one over. Here comes, they're running the weave out high. It's going to be Xavier Johnson. Xavier for 3. Xavier Johnson pulls up for 3. The defender left him 57-49. Can't say enough about this guy today, too. Xavier Johnson, here comes Ivy coming back, trying to score already. He loses the ball. They're going to call the foul. They're going to call a foul for reaching. But what I was going to say is that the defender left Xavier Johnson. He did not hesitate. He pulled up and shot the 3. Now, granted, this guy does not have the best looking shot out there, but you know what? He tries. He puts in the effort. Great play by Xavier Johnson to recognize that his defender was not going to stay on him. You know, you shoot a lot better when you don't think about it. All right. First free throw is good by Jaden Ivey. They are already in the bonus. Purdue only has 3 team fouls. I think Xavier reached, Sam. Ivey's getting his composure back. He hit the first free throw. The second one is up, and it is also good. Painter's animated on the sidelines. Everybody's a little wound up today. Here comes Xavier across the timeline. Hands off the ball to Galloway. Galloway comes around. He's going to drive the lane. Travion Williams cuts him off. He gets cut off again. Passes out to Xavier at the top of the key. Geronimo sets a pick. Xavier was working him off. He's going to float in for a little floater. It's going to be short. That is not a good shot for Xavier. Here comes Purdue with a chance to cut into that lead. Galloway does not let Ivey bring the ball up and cuts him off. Ivey throws out to over in the corner for 3. Misses it. And that is going to be Purdue's basketball. I think 2 guys from Indiana tried to get the rebound. Geronimo. Here comes Zach Eady back in the game. Just notice Woody has his suit on. Yeah, they say he doesn't lose in that thing. There's another one taking the ball out of bounds. Here comes Gillis. Gillis has got the open 3. And laziness off the pick there. And Purdue cuts the lead down to 3. 9:28 left to go. Xavier Johnson's got the offense up high. He's going to slow it down for a second here. Nothing doing. It's about time for Trace to be back in the game. Xavier drives around, goes all the way to the basket, throws it out to Fanecia. Fanecia comes in, drives the lane, gets it to Durr. Durr gets fouled by Ivy, and he's going to get free throws. All the way down with 5 seconds on the shot clock. He is a big dude, man. That's all I can say about it. Yeah, Ivy's 3 is different than Trace's 3. Trace has kept him on the bench the whole game. Durr hits the free throw, big fouls, or big shot. Here comes Race Thompson back in the game. I'm sure that Trace has got to be getting ready to come back in the game. He keeps looking over at Coach. But he hasn't gotten any rhythm thus far, so it's going to be tough. 58-54. We can applaud this game either way. That is the 3rd foul on Ivy, I think. Second free throw is also good. Jaden Ivy has 3 fouls. Here comes Thompson across the timeline. 9 minutes to go in the game. Fans are starting to get loud again. Stefanovic, Thompson goes around and hits Ivy. Nope, they cut off that passing lane. Don't let Ivy get the ball. Ivy does get it eventually. Galloway defending, makes him shoot the shot. It is soft off the rim from 18. Ivy hits another one. 56-59. 8:41 to go in the game. You should take it right at that dude. Fanecia should take it right at him. 4 fouls puts him on the bench because he's hot. He's the main reason Purdue is in this game right now. There goes Ivy's on Johnson now. Johnson goes around a pick. Ivy comes back to get him. Johnson shoots the floater. Ugly shot. That is not Xavier's shot right there. Here comes Purdue. They got a chance to tie or cut this lead to 1. 8 minutes to go in the game. Here comes Ivy driving the lane. Galloway cuts him off. Ivy gets it back. Durr blocks Ivy again. And Durr steps on the baseline. Jaden Ivy's just got the rhythm. He's in rhythm right now. Yeah, I wouldn't have let him sit this long, Jim. Honestly, I would have got him back in for a couple minutes at about the 12-minute mark. Let him get back in there and let him go 2 minutes without getting a foul. Right? Xavier's shot is getting to the basket. If he's open, he's got a very unorthodox jump shot, but he's hit at a higher clip today when he's open. Open jump shot in rhythm. That mid-range, when he's floating like that, he doesn't do very well. When he plants his feet, he shoots okay. But when he does that floating 8-10 footer, it just looks ugly. So getting to the rim, set shots from behind the 3-point line if he's open, and then basically anything else where he has his feet underneath him. He just doesn't shoot well on the float or the run. I know it's kind of difficult to make that sound correct, but once he's out of control in a sense, and he's moving, he doesn't shoot he's not very accurate with his shot. There's a couple guys. Yeah, we knew we were going to be in contention for a Big Ten title every single year. If we didn't win it, we were finishing second. That's what we want to get back to, Carol. You got to imagine as a kid, being a little kid, and watching the first basketball games I remember watching was the 81 NCAA tournament. And I remember seeing games here and there back and forth, But I was my mom and dad were divorced, and my dad would, when I was there on the weekends, so we would always watch the Saturday or Sunday game with dad, and then my stepdad would watch, so I got to see him all the time. And that was the first year I watched the tournament, was 81. I started watching football the same year, so everything really kind of come together, and so I was instantly hooked. Isaiah Thomas, 81 national championship team. I was instantly hooked. I never turned off IU basketball again. 81 Bengals, AFC championship game. That was my first football game live. I was there. Never stopped watching the Bengals again. Cincinnati Reds my whole life. Never going to stop watching them, even though I hate their ownership. So there's 3 things that I'm addicted to in life, and I will follow till the day I die. Game summary. Fanecia and Johnson have 35 of Indiana's 59 points. You know what? Trace is back on the floor with 8 minutes to go. Here comes the inbound, and Stefanovic slips the play. It's a 1-point game, 7:54 to go. We need something to get it going today. Get this thing going. Trace gets the ball up high. Hands it off. Here comes Galloway. Galloway alley-oops to Trace. Trace is going to draw the foul. He's going to get picked up off the floor. Very nice athleticism for Trace to get in the play. There was a miscommunication on that inbounds that allowed Stefanovic to get to the glass. Here comes Galloway off the pick. Gets it to Race and a dunk. 7:30 to go, 61-58. Alex is over at my other stream running it for me right now. Gotta love it. Here comes Zach Edey. He's got the ball. Rotates it out to Gillis. Gillis has been on fire. Here we go. Edey on Trace Jackson Davis. Race Thompson goes for the steal. But what they went right back to is exactly what put Trace on the bench. '95 Synergy Stadium. Are you talking about Riverfront Stadium when it was called Synergy? Was it called Synergy then? Before they built the new baseball game? I love that place. It was great to watch a baseball game in. Trace goes right back to the bench. That must have been his 4th foul. Race Thompson clears the rebound. IU still has the 3-point lead. Here we go. Coming down the court. Michael Durr is back on the floor. If we win this game today, we're going to win it with subs. Here goes Fanecia all the way underneath the basket, stays under control, gets the ball back out to Galloway. Nothing doing. Doesn't force a bad shot. And Galloway misses the layup. It was a tough shot. It was contested. Here comes Purdue. 6:32. Stefanovic fires the long 3. Bad shot. I'll take it all day long. That is what he does, though. Here goes Fanecia. Drives in the lane. Nothing happening. The defense is better by Purdue this half. They are not letting them do what they did at the end of the first half. Race Thompson shoots the floater. Oh, somebody got hit there. I don't know what happened. I think 2 IU players collided. Don't reach, Race. You got to stay in the game. 58, 61, 58. Long 3 by Ivy. Rims out, controlled. Xavier Johnson controls the rebound, hands it off to Galloway. Here comes IU. 5 minutes to go. And there's a missed layup by Johnson. Here comes Purdue the other way. My God, I'm starting to stress. Ivy shoots the floater in the lane, gets it to Edie. Edie gets an easy 2. It's a 1-point game, 5 minutes and 15 seconds to go. Zach Edie has 11.7 rebounds. Not forced anything today. What a game by Zach. Here we come running the rotating offense. Nothing is clicking on offense right now for IU. Nothing is in rhythm. Nobody's getting good shots. Galloway for 3. Very ugly shot off the short iron. Nothing going well. Here comes over to Thompson for 3. Thompson, it rims out. Here comes Galloway on the push. Galloway's got Stefanovic. He puts up the layup and in. 63-60. Galloway hits the layup. 4:37 to go. IU fans are screaming for everybody to get up. The fans are all screaming and yelling. They're on their feet. 4:26 to go. They get the ball down on the block to Edie again. No double team. He's got him. Durr is up there with him. Durr is going to foul Edie, put him to the free throw line. 4:20 left. But it's as good as he can do right there. Hang on a second. Alex is running that. Go over and say hi and pop back in. That's the other link. Zach Edie's free throw is very ugly. Let's play hack a Shack with this guy. Bad shots all the way around. Second free throw is good. It's a 2-point game. 4:20 left to go. Here we go. Coming around. Here comes Fanecia across the timeline. He's over just dribbling. They're burning down some shot clock here. 3:59. Fanecia looks for a shot. He doesn't get it. Great defense there by Jaden Ivey. Over to Race Thompson in the corner for 3. Race cannot hit that shot. He hasn't hit it all day, but he keeps taking it. Shot clock was running down there. I understand. 2-point game. A 3-point basket could give Purdue the lead here. There's a pick. Ivey goes around it. Durr comes out to defending. Ivey hits the floater. We are tied. 3:33 left to go. What a basketball games, folks. Here we go. Trace is back at the scores bench. We're going to need something out of somebody here because our offense is stagnant. See, rotate somebody. You got to do something here. Dribble and try to find it. Xavier Johnson's looking for a shot. Gets it to Race on the block. 5 on the shot clock. Race puts it up. Good defense by Purdue. Edie controls the board. Purdue has an opportunity to get the lead. 2:59 to go. Can't get any worse right now for IU. It does not look good. Defenses can only hold it so long. Jaden Ivey's a stud out there. There's the pick on Fanecia. Here comes Ivey. Tries to get around Fanecia. Takes a fadeaway jump shot from 15. It is hard off the rim. Race Thompson controls. Galloway's got the ball. 2:35 to go. Take a timeout here. Thank you. Fantasy's playing his heart out. He's tired. They're wore out. Let's go back to the bench. Here we go. Let's hit that really fast. Shot selection's been god-awful. Offense hasn't had any motion to it whatsoever. It is not the same click we had in the first half. Credit Matt Painter. Matt Painter has figured out what we did in the first half to be successful, and he has cut it off. He has definitely changed his defensive assignments around a little bit, and he has straightened it out to where we cannot get down into where we were at in the lane. Carlos Correa could or has Nathan. That's big news, bro. Yeah, I think Bates hasn't played in the second half. He played valuable minutes in the first half. He defended Gillis. He defended Jaden Ivey some in the first half. Why not put him in? Everybody's running out of energy. Who's got the most energy for this last 3 minutes? look, you know what? When things aren't working, they put they put Miller, Kopp, and Parker Stewart straight to the bench, and they haven't seen the light of day yet. If you're gonna run a rotation, rotate guys, keep them fresh on the floor. Yeah, I'm not sure that that. I know that he's trying to go with who he trusts in the game, but everybody gets tired. You cannot play at that level that long. That you just can't maintain it for 40 minutes. Everybody in here should know that these guys can't just go out and play 40 minutes. And when they do, I got you, Nathan. That's awesome. I didn't see it, my friend. I worked pretty much a full day today, and then I've been here. But I did not see it on my baseball feed. Baseball is kind of second tier right now too, brother. But back to that again, you've got to rotate these guys. Painter keeps rotating his guys. If we lose this game today, that's what's going to be what it's for. Yeah, I feel like it. They're tired. When the offense stops moving on the court, folks, when it stops moving around, that's telling me that your wingman doesn't have the ability. He doesn't feel like running baseline sprints back and forth trying to get open for a three. That means he's tired. So they're going to pass the ball back and forth until the shot clock goes down, and then they're going to collapse and try to create something. That's all I've seen the last 6 minutes. Yeah, they're showing the last time they won. The only person I remember, right? Look at Yogi there. 77-73 on February 20th, 2016. All right, here comes Xavier's got the ball. This is a big possession with 2:26. We need a basket. Xavier drives the baseline, not looking for a shot, over to Race Thompson. They are going to give it to Race. Race is trying to get the ball to Trace. Nothing doing. 6 on the shot clock. 5, 4. He's got to shoot it. And he shoots an air ball. See there you go right there. When you see that, that's what I was talking about. Xavier Johnson not being able to shoot well off the dribble or floating. He does not hit it very well. It's not that he can't do it. It's just not his strong suit. 2 minutes to go in the game. Purdue is tied up. They have a chance to retake the lead, which would be big for their momentum. Xavier Johnson hands off to Hunter. Hunter tries to drive the baseline. Nothing to it. Travion Williams has got the ball against Trace. He's going to try to foul him out. And he misses it. Fanecia got the rebound. 1:43 to go. We need a basket. Somebody do something to get me a basket. Somebody do something to get me a basket. They're running the weave out high. Trace gets the ball on the block. There's the double team. They are not going to let him do it. Trace is trying to dribble drive. Goes around and puts it up. Race Thompson with the follow, but I think Williams fouls Trace Jackson Davis. Oh, my flipping God. Trace got around, and Travion Williams, I would rather they not call the foul there and give Race the follow. Trace Jackson has got 4 fouls, 2 points. First free throw is up. It's hard off the back iron. Thompson comes back on the floor for Purdue. Eric Hunter takes a seat. There's that rotation I was talking about. We need a point. Short off the iron. Purdue controls the rebound. It's going to be under a minute to go, and we're either going to be down and they're going to take a timeout. Biggest possession of the game. Look, I'm sorry, a lot of times people get mad at me for my commentary sometimes, but right here and now, I think if you want to play offense for defense with Trace, because you don't want him fouling out on this possession, because you know they're going to go right down to Travion on the block, because they're going to work it through him, and it's going to either he's going to try to get Trace to foul out, or he's going to give the ball to Jaden Ivey during this play. It's going to be one of the two, or maybe Sasha Stefanovic for an open 3. Yeah, dude, he has no rhythm in this game. And, at this point, it's just to make him being in there is just a decoy in a sense. I mean, he can make his shots. He drove right around Williams there, but straight up and down, it's not going to be, he's not going to do what he needs to do here. So, but the play defense, he cannot be afraid to foul out here. Purdue is it, and Williams has it. He feeds it right inside to the post. Gillis gets the layup. We are down to first lead for Purdue since 24-22. Here we go. Xavier Johnson's going to drive all the way, and he gets blocked, and he misses twice. No foul called, no offense. Tried to take the game into his own hands. Now we have to have a stop. Purdue's going to take a timeout. Yeah, another set play off the inbound. There was no help defense from the other side because both guys were on a clean out. That's just, we're getting beat by set plays right there. You're right. Another set play. And here's the thing. Right now, we have to have a stop. So we've put ourselves from a position to win. Now we're in a position where we can't afford to give up a basket. We haven't shot the three well. Our three-point shooters aren't in the game. If we go down another basket, now you've got to bring somebody else in off the bench. Maybe that's sarcasm, Lynn, but I hope they win. But they've just done everything to lose the last 8 minutes of this game. Jaden Ivey has 19 points he wants to play the part, but he's just I get it. Nobody else is stepping up. I see why he's trying. At least he's putting forth the effort. But no time off the shot clock. Travion gets it to Stefanovic. Fanecia's guarding Stefanovic. Gets it back down to Travion on the block, and we need a double team. Travion shoots it. He shoots an air ball. And it goes off Travion. That's going to be our ball. We're going to have a possession here. They're going to go to C to make sure that they got this out of bounds. Correct. But Travion, good defense. He should have made that. They're going to review the possession here. Yeah, he's got the speed and the step. He just hasn't done anything, Jim. He's played pretty good defense. 33 seconds in change. That's going to be out on. Looks like it's out on. I don't know. It kind of looked like that ball took a different trajectory there off that. But now they're going to sit here on this review, and they're going to make it last. It looked like Williams hit it last, but it looked like the ball changed angles too, so I don't know. Can't tell you what they're going to call. Who tipped the ball out, Harpoon? First half was absolutely nuts. We have, honestly, I want to take something away from this game that we really have no business being in it. Our bench stepped up and kept us in this game, gave us an opportunity to win. Hell, our bench built us a lead. The rest of these guys are not in any kind of game rhythm today. Fans are antsy. They want to win. Everybody's looking at the clock. Here we go at the end of this timeout. I don't have much faith here. Galloway is in the game. He's been defending his butt off. Xavier Johnson, they're still going to let him bring the ball up the court. I mean, I get it. He really has the best opportunity to get to the basket. 65-63 Purdue. Xavier's got the ball at the top of the key. He hits Fanecia on the wing for three. Short off the rim. And it's going to be tipped out of bounds by Travion Williams. It's going to be IU's basketball. Shot clock is now off. They're going to play for one shot, or they should play for the first basket that they can score. And then but Fanecia got a great look off a pick there, short off the rim. They went with the hot hand from the first half. He missed a shot, but it was a good shot. This game is pivotal right now. To be 5-3 is so much better than 4-4. We got about 16 seconds, Hayden. 16 seconds, 65, 63. Shot clock is turned off. Both teams are, I believe, in the double bonus. Let me reset really fast here for you guys. I think so. I can't see it. Bonus. I think Purdue is not in the double, but Indiana's not in the double yet, so it's 1-1. He did, but that was a good play, and that's a design play that they run for Miller Kopp. I've seen several times already this year. They don't use it all the time. That's a good Miller Kopp play right there because he can shoot off that, but he's not in the game right now. Miller has not been playing well today. Neither has Parker Stewart. That's why these guys are on the bench. Hey, also right now, thank you for the 54 people that is in the house. If you do not mind, please hit the subscribe button on your way out today, because we are pushing 1,000 subscribers and we would really like some additional support. Thank you, guys. Here we go. Galloway's going to inbound the ball. It's Galloway, Trace, Xavier, Fanecia, and Trace. They get the ball to Fanecia. Fanecia shoots the three. Fanecia buries the three-pointer. 66-65. The clock never started. The clock never came on. Bless Mike Woodson to go right back to Fanecia after he missed that shot and give him another opportunity off a pick. Oh, the clock did stop. I'm sorry. It was 18-something, not 16. Whoever asked me about the time earlier. Now you got a chance to step up and play your defense and win this game. Fanecia gives you the lead. Purdue takes timeout. 12.5 seconds to go. Yeah, right. Okay, Jim, fair enough, because nobody else has shot the outside. See, that's Woodson playing with the guys that have played well today at the end of the game. Remember we talked earlier, I brought it up to ask yourself who was on the floor with less than 2 minutes to go. And you've got Race and you've got Trace, Xavier Johnson, who's played a very good game as well. He gets a little out of control at times, and he can play very ugly on the offensive end at times, but he has played well. Trace, Race, Xavier, Rob Fanecia, and Trey Galloway. These are the guys that he trusts right now at the end of this basketball game. Parker Stewart, Miller Kopp have not played well today. Tamar Bates. Yeah, I got you, Jim. Yeah, absolutely. He went with the right group there. Now, and this is the group that's been defending well. Trace is the only one that has picked up the fouls. I look for him to look for a set play to go to the basket. There goes Jaden Ivey. He drives around. He's going to show the floater. It's an air ball. Trace Jackson Davis controls. He drives up the floor. With 5.1 seconds, Sasha Stavanovich fouls Trace Jackson Davis, and we got a chance to get this game to a 3 or a 2-point lead here. Plenty of time left for Purdue, mind you. Purdue is out of timeout. So is Indiana. But there it is. The longest guy that we got on their longest athletic play and got his hand up, and he shot an air ball. Also, let me remind you guys right there that Trey Galloway tipped that ball off that air ball over to make it where we could clear it out. Trey Galloway got the touch. Trace is at the free throw line. Free throw is up, and he sinks it. One more, Hoosiers. One more. Bury one more here. That way we cannot lose. It's an overtime or nothing. Here it goes. Second free throw is up, and it is also good. 3-point lead, 68-65. Here's the call. Here comes Ivy. 3, 2, 1. He's going to pull up for the long three, and it rims out off the backboard. We win. The fans are charging the floor. Everybody's excited. Craziness ensues at IU. Nothing. Mike Woodson has broken the streak. 9 straight wins by Purdue is stopped in Mike Woodson's first year, with our star player not playing worth a crap the whole game. The fans are ecstatic. What a signature victory at home. Can't believe it. They played like they didn't want to win the second half, but by God, Rob Fanecia hits the game-winning shot. Trace Jackson Davis nails free throws when he has to, and IU sneaks out of here with the win at home today. Rob Fanecia, they're all loving that dude at midcourt. That's what this team needed. It needed a spark in the right direction. I'm absolutely tickled to death. Look at everybody. They're happy. You know what? I'm going to tell you what. Purdue will not forget this right here, you all. Good vibes today. I'm going to tell you what. Tomorrow, I'm going to release a video for It's in the Blood for our divisional playoffs for the NFL. I'm going to release a recap video for today with some highlights, and we're going to talk about a few things. I will drop a video. Please smash the like on your way out today. I'm already running late for my secondary commitment tonight. Drop the like, hit the subscribe button. Please do me that favor and look for the video tomorrow, because I'm going to do a nice recap for this in the morning. Hey, I love you all you guys that come in here and hang out with me. I appreciate you to no end. I'm going to drop a little something here. I don't know which one this is. I forgot, but here it comes.